There we go. Another spellbook at our disposal. Not one I'm too interested in, unfortunately, here. Might have to leave that alone for the most part. Protection from cold, very thematically fitting at the very least here. And it looks like our economical temple is going to be accessed from downstairs. Whoa, vampire bat this early, eh? Not often I see you. Fortunately, we have a pretty good counter, just not in this setup whatsoever. Unfortunately, we need a little bit more of a hallway. Choke point of some kind. Night poison and bolt of magma. Very interesting. Notice me? Notice me? Notice me, senpai? There we go. Fantastic. Take out the scorpion real quick. Another spellbook. This one's transmutation, it looks like. Not horrible, but not exactly what we were desperately hoping for. We did get ignite poison, which means if I can get OTR, we've pretty much been handed a victory condition. Just keep smashing at this invisible orc. Fantastic. There we have it. And, oh, whoa. Some altars here as well. Oh, or just the Zom one's real. Well played, Zom. Well played. In that case, back on the road we go. We should have actually checked out as soon as we found an upstairs, like this one. Take a peek. Nope. So it's looking like it will be the third upstairs that we come across here. Should give us access to the temple, and we'll have to choose who we want to worship. I don't think there have been any votes thrown out for this character yet, so of course if there's anything you'd like to see, just let me know. Try our best to get it into action here. With that aside, if nobody has anything that they desperately wish to see at the moment, we'll probably end up going with Behemoth. Something a bit more straightforward. A classical choice for a mage here. How much damage do you do? It's like 10? 8. 8 damage, eh? I think I need to try a couple more pings here. Now we're in one-shot territory. I hate that. But so are you, my friend. And so it must be done. We just managed to destroy them. Playing it a little bit risky there at the end, but that has been the play of the day, really. For the most part here. You are not cold resistant, friend, so let's just throw a dart to get you interested in what I have to offer here. Goods and services, fantastic. White pack is very bad for us. This is where you kind of miss the good old days with Summon Ice Beast, because this is the exact kind of encounter where you want such a thing at your disposal as an Ice Elementalist. Oh no, this is the stair that we've already been to, I should say. But bats lining up in the perfect place to actually get to use ramparts. Kind of embarrassing me, honestly, because just moments ago I was telling everyone that that was a bad spot, yet here we are. And that is an absolutely beautiful sight as we just slaughter the poor bats in here. I mean, kind of horrifying in its own right, because bats are actually a pretty cute animal. Very canine in behavior and looks. So I do feel slightly horrible for slaughtering the entire cave there, but some things must be done, I guess. Gotta draw the line somewhere in terms of morality, otherwise we're just gonna have to go pure pacifism, and I don't believe in Ellie. So, here we are. Is it like one of these? Hold up. Down here. No, okay, I just didn't notice when we discovered a new upstairs. So, this one? No. I said no. Whoops. This one. It's gotta be this one. There we go. Fantastic. Finish exploring this little hallway. Run into the Economical Temple. Hopefully Vey is here. If Vey is not here, then we might have to rethink our options. Oh, no, there they are. Okay, I thought for a moment that it wasn't looking to be probable. Let's worship this son of a gun. very much increases the likelihood that we get Ozakuba's refrigeration and polar vortex, since we're kind of hoping to be able to show that off a little bit later in the run here. So that's all we can really ask for. And hopefully see some dividends paid in that respect. Hitting level 9, not too shabby here. Where did the Orc Wizard go? Excuse me? Huh. Popped around the corner somewhere or another. I guess we're not going to be making friends with them today. Glad we got the frozen ramparts down before the confusion hit. And would you look at that? We come out of our confused stumbling there right as frozen ramparts leaves our side. Love to see it. And first time against a real water moccasin. At least this one is very much at the whims of our ice. Fantastic. Slowly but surely making our way forward in the dungeon here. Making our way downtown. Walking fast, faces past, and oh Lord, you know I'm homebound. Okay, I think I just have to keep stepping towards you. I do hate you, Centaur. Don't ruin this beautiful thing for me. Please. One more step. Oh no, there's another one. Okay, I need to step where I'm slightly safe, which is not here. These are probably ID scrolls. That's not exactly what I'm looking for at the moment. Regardless, Ozakuba's armor maybe buys me a turn here. Not like this. Hopefully this is curing. It's not, it's brilliance. Interesting. You do 7 damage plus your short bow. Not fantastic. Let's do 1 round of ramparts just to get some overall damage ticking against this buddy. Damage adds up over time. We do find our heal wounds, so that's huge. And in fact, absolute sucker. I believe. Okay, we managed to take out the centaurs here. Definitely a little bit the bane of our existence. We're a very static character who tries our best to fight things as they come our way. Alas, not always possible, of course, in which case we do our best. And sometimes it's just barely good enough. Bunch of white packs, hey? Not exactly what you want to see. We have some tools at our disposal that we could potentially dip into here. Most namely these 2 wands, just to have some recourse against these buddies. Well, I think we'll have to start fighting these bad boys. Is Hailstone castable? It's at 16%. In fact, what are our skills doing right now? Okay, just slowly ticking up over time. Not too shabby. I probably will want to throw in fighting pretty quick here just to give us some level of hit points in the back end. Wouldn't mind. And in a similar fashion, now that we have a lot of our main skills for the moment castable, let's get dodging on there. Set a limit of 12, even though I doubt we'll make it that far even. Don't plan to at the very least. And let's do this. Starting with Wand of Flame. Take care of these buddies. I guess we might as well just quiver this. That would make my life a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, and there's one more, of course. There's always one more. I should have known. In that case, Wand of Acid. Kind of a waste. Hurts a little bit. Let's maybe finish off with some stones. Or my dagger, that works too. Fantastic. Short sword of venom on this son of a gun. Well, I think we'll use 1 blast of acid. Hopefully it has similar effects to before. Not too bad. And we should be able to take you out the old-fashioned way once more here. Poison is unfortunately restricted by a lot of the same enemies that ice is, so that's maybe not our best bet. But I'll pick up a bunch of these random tools for now. bunch of them have the freezing brand, go figure. And a bunch of enemies that are resistant to cold. Very cool game. Very nifty and cool. Not at all unhappy with this. Well, hopefully we can chunk through these sons of guns one at a time. At least with Ozku's armor, we put ourselves in a position to potentially be able to duke it out the old-fashioned way, but oh me oh my, do I kind of hate it every moment of it. Come on, Maggie. Come get some, please. We don't have good resistances against you, but I'm hoping we can just outpace you with our own elemental choices here. And just one more turn should do it. Oh my gosh. I should drink a heal wounds if I want to be safe. Do I want to be safe, or do I want to just risk it all on one final roll? Because, by gosh, you must be pretty much dead, friend. Probably shouldn't have even tried to fight you, now that I think about it. Statistically here, not a good idea. Oh boy. Anytime a unique has more health than you, you're in a little bit of a rough spot to try and fight them off. 71% chance to hit with acid. I'll play it safe because I do believe that Tengu's the chosen one, and it would sure be embarrassing to lose the chosen one on D7 of the dungeon, right? I will take Steam Dragon Scales though. I feel like this is a nice little upgrade for us. Still 0 encumbrance rating, a decent amount of extra base armor. Perfect for a spellcaster, fantastic. Let's throw that bad boy on and see what's in the spellbook, shall we? Excuse me. Ignition, you say? So I know we're an ice mage, but there's gonna be some fire thrown in here, I think. Just because we're an ice mage doesn't mean we can't spit some hot fire every once in a while, right? I think that's a little too irresistible at this stage. It's not too bad. Average DCSS spellbook spawn, right? The classic, most classic of all RNG curses here for sure, to say the least. Is any mid-game unique for Cat/Spriggan? Pretty much, yeah. Always going to be struggling a little bit in the health department there, to say the least. But okie dokie, let's throw down some armor here. Can duke it out the old-fashioned way with this lovely white pal, not too bad. At least it's easier to do opposing schools these days, I think, right? Yeah, back when there was the negative impacting cross-training, would have been the most rage-inducing moment of our night so far. And that's saying something when we've died, how many times now? 3 or 4, mostly in horrifically stupid fashion. Of course, rage is all relative for the most part, but okay, Herald, no. Let's use the Kobold as a bit of a meat shield here, because not even a little bit. Excuse me, friends? Who invited all of you to the party? I'm just going to take the Brigand upstairs. Yes, I will gladly move. Let's get armor for ourselves, then Frozen Ramparts, kill you, and oh boy. In general, the unique game here is not on point today. Running into Herald on D8? Please no. Hate that. Hate everything about that. Guess we'll just place a random exclusion down for the time being. Hopefully that's enough. Oh my gosh, Grum? I haven't seen Grum in so long. I didn't even know if you still existed, friend. A -2 sphere. Well, how about that for seeing both sides of the spectrum? Herald looking beefy as all get up, wielding a vampiric axe, having all the worst skills for us to deal with at this stage in the game, and then you got Grum over here with a -2 spear, looking kind of sad with 40 health. Honestly, just feel kind of bad about the whole situation here. Let's just Frozen Ramparts, give ourselves some armor. Maybe I'll learn that I in no way should have been talking smack as we get completely obliterated from Grum, for all I know. Would be deserved, highly deserved. But I'm hoping that's not the the chance today. We do get curaried, which is bad. We've already drank a curing potion, so we know that that's not available for us. You have the curari darts, I'm guessing? You son of a gun. That should not be allowed. Well, let's go with acid for some piercing damage and just hit all you sons of guns real quick. Reinstill ramparts, of course. Very much necessary. And I have to finish this fight before we take too much more damage, or else the poison is going to do us in. Perfect. Not too shabby there at the end of the day. Nope. Harold? Who invited you again? What the heck? Oh boy. Don't even get the curari darts. I was really hoping to pick those up, give us some recourse for strong enemies in the future. But I guess instead, we're just gonna move on. Try something new instead. +1 dagger of electrocution is absolutely huge. I'll definitely throw that bad boy on. Oops, let's not tab either. Perfect. And let's see if Auto Explorer screws us over or not, shall we? Just one curari dart out of that? That's a shame, too bad. Get some frozen ramparts on these sons of guns, though. At least this time around, we don't have triple Orc Priest. I mean, it would have been a bit more deserved at D8 than D4, but still can always be glad not to see that, because even with a character slightly leveled up, I still feel like we'd be in a bit of a rough spot. So yeah, you have a Vorpal Broadaxe. Didn't you have a Vampiric Handaxe? I was confused when I saw the Broadaxe, but I didn't think to mention it. That's actually not quite as bad. Wait, that's your Handaxe. We found it, oh my gosh. Huh, would you look at that? It's nice to know that sometimes the AI makes mistakes. Get out of view of the priests. Jeez Louise. Oh boy. At the very least, Frozen Ramparts is going to chunk through them fairly quickly. That was not great. Oh no, Harold saw us this time. Jeez Louise. Who is Louise? I don't know, but I sure do call their name a lot, don't I? Nope. Dang it, Harold. You son of a... Okay. Gonna read these. We get Telly first try. Never doubt in my mind. Alright, the banished Tower Shield lady. Ah, that's true. Yeah. I'm hoping that she'll come and take pity on me with Harold around. It would be a fun mechanic if very specific uniques interacted with each other in some way. I wouldn't be surprised actually if they did interact in some way. I guess I left that a little too general right off the bat. Because I do know that there are some like voice lines that you can see out of uniques that are area specific and the like. At least I believe so. Maybe it's just coincidental for all I know, but... Is there any universe where I'm able to kill you? Because otherwise this is just going to continually be a painful experience of running into each other at the supermarket when we know that we don't like each other very much, never want to talk or anything. Only down Duvessa, right? I guess that makes sense. Yeah, the interaction between the two of them. That's fair. Even stuff as general as the fact that, like, Purgy, whatever your name is, shows up in the sewers. I find stuff like that just always kind of fascinating and really fun. We should be able to kill Prince Ribbit. With frozen ramparts at our disposal. Get some extra shield. And no, I do not want to move actually. Let's instead just blast you with a fire wand. Beautiful. Managed to take out the prince themselves. Love to see it. And onwards we go just for exploring a little bit before we're probably just going to head downstairs. I'm sick of the Herald game of tag that we're going back and forth on here. So I think we might just want to pass on to the next floor of the dungeon here if possible. Ooh. Definitely want you. Thank you. And there we go. Another stairwell for our troubles. Absolutely fantastic. Maybe we'll take a quick peek here. There's no way a herald could be here as well, right? That'd just be absurd. And hopefully this is a slightly safer alternative to that absolute gong show we just saw a minute ago. Mostly centaurs, of course, just being the absolute bane of our existence, causing all sorts of trouble. Hello? No, I wasn't talking about you. No, no way. Somebody's just making that up to make you angry or something. There we go. We managed to take out the centaur at the very least. That's nice. Come at me, please, friends. Thank you kindly. Not too shabby here. Oh, that might have actually been a different centaur. Sorry, that was just speciesist of me. My bad, my bad. Probably pretty inconsiderate of me to even suggest or imply that all centaurs look the same, right? I feel like that's just not okay. And onwards we go. Hopefully not mean our end right here at the very end, because we don't have too much longer in terms of the overall stream here. We'll have to call it slightly earlier than usual, just to potentially get some sleep tonight, not continue this this weird fugue state that I've found myself in for the last week. Any centaur is ad centaur. You're not wrong. They do all have the most impressive set of abs that you'll ever see. Must be nice to be a centaur, hey? Or do they all work for it? If you're constantly trotting around, is it like having a vibration trainer on your stomach at all times and the muscles just have no choice but to be triggered in some way, I guess? Or worse, actually, oh gosh. I might have just stumbled upon the dark secret of centaurs. Do they kill all the unattractive ones? If any centaur doesn't have these beautiful built muscle frames, do they just kill them? Is it like a eugenics thing? Because if so, that's horrible, and they deserve the level of genocide that I'm inflicting on their species, I guess. No if, ands, or but, no nice way to put that, really. Unfortunately, that's just what we do here, folks. But okie dokie. I am very concerned about this shadow, so I think I'm actually going to read a teleport, and I just have to get the heck out of here. Fantastic. Let's see if we have anything in our book to potentially deal with that son of a gun in the future. Doesn't look like it. All centaurs are actually Nazis. This becomes immediately apparent when you invite them to tea and have a calm conversation. Good to know. I think I've been giving them the benefit of the doubt, but turns out centaurs, horrible people. I guess not people. Horrible beings. Horrible entities, regardless. Good to know. Good to know. Now I'm glad I never sat them down for a cup of tea and calm conversation, because geez Louise. Also, thank you, Brain, always for the hydrate. Keeping me alive here, because otherwise I just ignore this the whole time as my mouth and throat slowly become more and more parched over the course of a stream. Okie dokie. Nothing that we can immediately deploy against the shadow, so I think we might just have to dance around our problem. I probably should have actually just used my dagger. Hello, Nergo. Definitely earlier than I'd normally like to see you, but turns out that's just the name of the game at this point, so it would seem. Yeah, don't do that. I hate that. What's your willpower? 3 pips? So this is gonna be like a 1%? Yep. 1% it is. Well, what can we do here? A single bolt of draining probably just murders us where we stand, eh? What potions have I ID'd? Heal wounds. Oh, we hadn't ID'd curing, which means these 4-stack, or this 4-stack rather, might actually be curing. Interesting. Imagining me narrating the Tengu voice. Hopefully it adds a level of whimsical fun on top of the absolutely terrifying situations that we found ourselves in throughout the entirety of the run thus far. Because oh me, oh my. And of course, geez Louise. Can't forget that one in there. We have Ozakuba's armor. Do I just hope that you don't do that? Hope that you summon Spectral Orcs? Haste Other, I guess, won't happen in a vacuum. Because this just kills us, almost guaranteed. In fact, 3d18, that's 54. We could have died in one shot. Maybe we had 56 health before the drain, so maybe just barely in the safe zone. But regardless, oh no. Hate that. Okay. Well, we can check our damage. Frozen Ramparts and Freeze each dealing 1d11, so 2d22 when I stack these on top of each other. You're not even at half health yet? Oof. Big oofs. We potentially have Curing at our disposal, but we do not have Heal Wounds, and we know that you pretty much can just one-shot us no matter how we slice it here. Could read random scrolls, crossing our fingers for silence. Even then, I don't know if we actually come out ahead. Or, I guess just cross our fingers and start casting here, right? Start blasting. Don't do it, Nergal. Drinks a potion and is healed. Please. I needed that. I was gonna pry it out of your cold dead hands, you son of a gun. Don't hit me. Just one more. Oh my gosh, we've done it. Okay. And then we run like the cowards we are. Take me away. Oh boy. We have fun here, of course. Again, the easiest fight. Oh, definitely. Yeah, not a doubt in my mind. Perfect opportunity to just show off what a fantastic, genius, and brilliant player I am. Ooh, confusion coming in before I get the chance to Ozakubu's armor. I think I am going to have to hope that this is curing, which it is. Fantastic. That's the only opportunity we have to really take care of these sons of guns. Another well-planned piece of content. Exactly. Perfectly calculated, wonderfully executed. Never a doubt in my mind, of course. And you may be asking yourself, how is it possible for me to both be the dumbest and the most genius person in existence? And I guess that's the entire draw here on the Torinski streams, is that you never really know what you're gonna get. But not too bad. Yak Packs, a nice little breath of fresh air to manage to chunk through those sons of guns. Why do I not identify my scrolls and pots? You'd get along very well with the majority of chat here because I'm stupid. So that plays into it. Maybe that actually falls under the genius side because it adds a layer of suspense and drama, because nothing gets the people going quite like reading one of the 10 unidentified scrolls you have and getting Blink first try. Which we always do, of course. But no, in all honesty, we're just behind the curve on that one this run, as we are most runs. And so, would you look at that? We have 10 scrolls over here. Let's read these and find our ID scrolls. Wow, incredible. We already have Curing and Heal Wounds, so I'll probably just go through all of our scrolls first. Oops, I don't want to adjust that. I actually want to inscribe you with @R1, please and thank you. That's another init file change that I really want to make at some point in the future, is auto-inscribe some of my scrolls with these @R1, @R2, because it makes life a heck of a lot easier to just quickly press R, then the one key, R2, R3, you know, have ID, teleport, and it used to be remove curse that you'd potentially throw in one of those, but that doesn't exist anymore. But regardless, a nice little trick to keep in mind for the future here. 6 more scrolls. Let's just chunk through all these bad boys real quick here. Potion of Haste is definitely nice to see. How big did the unID'd stack get on Angry Bird? I feel like it was in the 20s. It was definitely close. That's a good question. I think it was in the 20s, the ID stack, potentially. High 10s at the very least. I remember in 18, even though that could just be my brain coming up with stuff, because oh boy, isn't it funny how the brain can do that. But yes, no, I have a problem. I have a serious problem that only Twitch chat can cure by just constantly reminding me that I'm stupid and that I should really think about doing at least the bare minimum here. And making sure I do my scrolls at an appropriate time. Why the heck not, right? We could try, 15% chance. Sure. So this is going to be a little bit rough. 18 damage times 5 means a potential 80 damage, is it? 8 times 5 is 40. 10 times 5 is 50. 90 damage. Oof. Well, fortunately, with 15 AC, most of those hits are going to be dealing a lot less than max. But I probably shouldn't have got into this encounter. What am I doing? What have I wrought? What have I done? Let's see. Couple of turns, can see how it goes. Hydra's missing us a decent amount too, and now they're slowed, which is fantastic. And that's a beautiful little surplus of experience that we can throw into the system at this point. Absolutely love to see it. Interesting, you tend to identify potions before scrolls because you think potions will save you more in a one-shot death scenario. Yeah, I think I just kind of got under the habit of IDing potions until I get the 2 types of healing, and then I go for scrolls because I really want fear and blinking. Because blinking, of course, is my favorite escape from a one-shot death scenario, but on top of that, fear I find is a decent preemptive move for us to have in our repertoire. But I definitely don't think I have any hard and fast rules that everyone should abide by, because my way is the only way to do it. I think that you very well just might be completely in the right, and that's just by far the more intelligent way to do it. Wouldn't be surprised, because in general you know the game pretty well there, Railbird. And this is why I like to say that, barring my ability to perfectly orchestrate near-death experiences without a single shred of fear or uncertainty, other than that, the majority of all of you lovely folk in chat know a heck of a lot more about the game itself, and I like to lean on that crutch as much as possible. Because ideally, we can give out some correct information here. I'd feel horrible if I was just constantly spouting my internal nonsense and people just took that at face value, because I am oftentimes wrong. But let's see. I don't think we can actually take you right now. 33 damage, or 33 health, eh? Hate that. Hate that. Ryusova, in your mind, drinking potions is just more dangerous than reading random scrolls. That makes sense, yeah. If you're stuck in a situation where you're out of options and you have to blindly do one or the other, I can definitely respect that. Though, as we've recently seen, in recent memory here, a poorly timed immolation scroll will absolutely ruin your day. I mean, we were likely to die anyway on that character, but I had hopes and dreams, to say the least. But I think we just escape this wraith for now. Let's just head to another stairwell. Why the heck not? Might make my life a little bit easier. Holy cow. I haven't found my lair entrance or anything like that, right? There's nowhere better, safer that I could be. I'm guessing lair is here. That's where all the dogs and the wolves came from. Jeez Louise. Manticore? Now? Really? Please. Game. Can't handle this. Okie dokie. Let's start walking the long trek roundabout here. Oh, there's another stairwell. Sir? Okay. Okay. I see how it is. See how it is, game. You want to get the people fired up. Well, let's do it. One giant Cyclops against one tiny little Birdman. Birdman wins every time. Get absolutely wrecked. Not as interesting as I thought that fight was going to be. And there's another one? Excuse me? DCSS, are you okay? Maybe people don't ask the game often enough if it's doing okay, because I feel like it's not okay. With these kind of spawns, it's got to be some troubling situations going on in its home life or something. Oof. Hate that. Let's maybe give ourselves some more armor. Okay, fine, I'll just swing. Of course, you can always hit control, or hold down control rather, and just blindly flail away with your weapon there. Fantastic, works out great. And let's confirm that this is, in fact, our lair, or may, in fact, be our lair, I guess. Sure hope so. Has anyone ever asked DCSS, who hurt you? I don't think so. I don't think anyone cares. As horrible as that seems, as callous as it may appear on the surface, it's just the unfortunate truth of the matter. So much disrespect, so much hate. Shaking my head. Okie dokie. I have to give this a brief second of thought. This is originally where I was going to sign off for the day. It was a perfect opportunity. Finding lair seems great. Do I think I'll remember that there's a gauntlet in here? Only if I leave a giant post-it note on the corner of my screen telling me just such. Or if I'm lucky enough that somebody who's around at this stage in the stream hops on for the start of our next one, maybe, though I would never put the onus on any of you, of course. I think I might take that as a little bit of a challenge for the future. Or go into the gauntlet before ending. That's probably the smarter thing to do. We even have magic mapping. Let's just read this. Sprint straight there as much as we are able to at the very least. And that's where we'll sign it off. A nice little puzzle to finish it. Or by that point, by the time we get there, I'll just decide, whatever, let's just go through the gauntlet real quick. Either way, it works out, so let's do it. We'll pick up a random scroll before going in. That seems great. And let's hop in this son of a gun and do a quick scouting, because I know myself pretty well, and I knew I couldn't resist the temptation to at least give a quick peek. This is quite the gauntlet. Huh. How about that? Maybe we'll have to save this for the start of next time, if we decide to even go through with it, because this is going to be rough to say the least. First one we can skip, potentially. No cold resistance, so we could try and duke it out. But lure them here, hop in, go out this door, head straight for portal. Not bad. Oh, and then I think we get the option to head straight to Minotaur anytime, or push our luck. See where we can get to. Again, the game knows me too well. I know I can't resist the temptation, the urge here. We do see some nice stuff as we continue to move upwards. Unfortunately, I don't have resistances at the moment. Oh, we do have cold resistance. So we can at least get this far. Maybe this ring has fire resistance, which we then take into this one. And so you see how this goes. Onwards and onwards. The ball continues. How could it possibly fail? Brilliant plan. Completely sure that that's exactly what we'll see moving forward. But this is where we'll hang tight for the night here. Hang my coat for the evening. I'm so tempted to continue going, but that's a slippery slope which leads to just endless amounts of playing, absolutely zero sleep, and I don't function very well, as evident from just all of today. But had an absolutely wonderful time today. I hope it was enjoyable to watch. I hope that my pain is fun and not frustrating at all for other people, because I definitely enjoy the crap out of it. It's all part of the lovely game that we call DCSS. And so, with that in mind, let's get ready to hop off here. I'll do a quick check to see who's online. Probably shoot a raid off. Keep all the fantastic energy going here if possible. Let's take a peek. I know last Sunday was a pretty dead one, but there we go. It does seem like today we have a decent crowd going on. And for today, I think we'll shoot a raid over to One Sweet Potato. Absolutely love them as a personality, a whole lot of fun, a lot funnier than me, and on top of that, I feel like they have a similar mission statement in terms of just wanting to keep a narrative going, have the conversation back and forth, and all that lovely stuff. So definitely stick around if you want to participate in any of that good stuff. But regardless of all that, of course, again, huge thanks, much appreciation for everyone who dropped by. Very much enjoy being able to do this whatsoever. So whether you're in the chat right now, going back and forth with us, if you're just lurking in the background here on Twitch, or if you're watching this later on YouTube, I definitely appreciate and adore each and every one of you so much. So thank you for all the support that you give the channel and everything we do here. Couldn't do it without you. But regardless of all that, I do, of course, hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there. And I definitely hope to see you someday soon. Whether that be this Wednesday when we're hopping back into our random eclectic mix of games, or of course next Sunday where we're back with Tengu here, and maybe, just maybe, finally breaking the Tengu curse and getting out with a win. Wouldn't that be nice? Regardless, I'll see you soon. See ya.